to another exciting video. It's me, guys. You know who it is. Will, aka Squidsy, or Squids, whatever you guys want to call me. Coming at y'all with another amazing video. And today we're going to be checking out Nuke's Top 5. Shout out to Nuke for always bringing it back. That sounded way too gay. I'm not going to think about that. But yeah, we're going to be watching a little bit more of Nuke's Top 5 today. And this one is a kicker from what I've seen a little bit of. So, let's go ahead and kick it off. Of course, you know, there's going to be a reaction, of course. So, let's go ahead and get it started.
Late one evening in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Heather Paul is outside on her front porch having some ice cream with her husband and her two sons. But then, Heather suddenly spots something that absolutely creeps her out.
There's like little mosquitoes.
What is going on? What? What did you say?
No.
What did you say, Mommy? I couldn't hear you.
That scared the fuck out of me.
You gotta keep that open.
That scared me.
So you get all musty.
You can't tell me it's not good.
I mean, for real. That's a ghost. Of course.
What if you could taste the movies?
We turned that idea into an $11.3 million business. With
So,
Heather whispers
I ain't
she
got YouTube
scares
Premium,
me
guys.
to her
So I
husband
ain't
and
got that type of
children,
money.
but they
I
have
ain't
no
rolling big
idea
money
what
to
she's
get that.
talking about. Neither her husband or sons can see the
bad.
bizarre figure dressed in white that is walking down the sidewalk only about 20 feet away.
That's creepy.
Heather says that the woman looked like, quote, a lady dressed like a nurse from the 1950s with an
What
eerie
the
grin on her face.
fuck?
Heather is
That's
now
some Silent
freaked
Hill
out.
bullshit.
She can't understand why no one else saw the strange nurse. So she checks the footage from their front door security camera, and sure enough, the recording also shows a creepy pale figure
Dude,
walking right by.
It just immediately creeped me out,
Light
so I just kind of like
headlights
jumped.
of trucks.
But it gets even weirder, because you see, Heather lives only a mile away from a notorious old abandoned mental asylum, the Philadelphia State
makes
Hospital
sense
at
now.
Byberry.
So a little backstory.
This
I live
makes a
about a
lot of
mile
sense.
from where Byberry State Hospital used to be. This is one of the, I'm pretty sure, the most notorious mental hospital in the country. A lot of abuse went on there. There was lobotomies performed on patients. There was experiments performed on patients. A lot of them lost their lives because they were just treated so horribly.
Not
The
really.
conditions that hospital was in was so inhumane, and no human should have ever had to go through what these patients went through. And
Here's a big thing I've learned from history, because I am a big history buff. Ooh. Pardon me, it's like 2:30 at night right now. A lot of the old mental hospitals and stuff back then, they were, I wouldn't even say physically fit to even take fucking animals. The amount of abuse they went through. But let's go ahead, carry on.
these people
shall we?
just needed help. It's just very sad. They were so overcrowded. Like the nurse to patient
Oh,
ratio was
Jesus.
just extreme.
That is
With
definitely
2 student
crowded.
nurses and maybe 3 attendants, we have all we can do to bathe the patients, get them to cafeteria, take them to the doctors, give them their
What
medications,
the fuck's up that wall?
and try to keep the place clean.
Now, when I was a kid growing up,
Bro,
we
you are
used to
not
definitely go
keeping
in
that
there, and
shit
it was really
clean.
scary. Like the second you walk on the grounds, you just feel like it's cold. It's not normal. It feels weird. Like you can tell somebody's watching you. There's underground tunnels underneath, so we used to run around them too, and they used to use those tunnels to transport bodies.
underground
There was still
tunnels?
those like metal slab beds that they were still down there when we went in there, like, you know, in the 2000s. I felt my arm grabbed in there once, and I moved my flashlight because I thought it was my friend, and my friend was like over there. And oh my god.
But this
nope,
story
nope,
gets even weirder still. Heather's dad lived in the same house as a boy. When Heather shows her dad the creepy footage, he tells her that a woman named Linda used to live in the house next door. And during the 1950s, Linda was a nurse at the old Byberry Mental Hospital. So did Heather catch the ghost of a nurse from the old abandoned hospital?
Okay, at
And
this
if
point,
not,
that's not even scary.
why could no one else see the strange woman walking down the sidewalk?
There's power in the word no.
ads.
At University of Phoenix, there's no application fee.
Ho ho, no.
Y'all give me 1 second here. Alright, I suck it up. Got YouTube Premium. Now we shouldn't get any more ads, hopefully.
House next door, and during the 1950s, Linda was a nurse at the old Byberry Mental Hospital. So did Heather catch the ghost of a nurse from the old abandoned hospital? And if not, why could no one else see the strange woman walking down the sidewalk? Ho ho, no. Cara Messina lives in an old house in New York State that was built in the 1800s and has a very tragic past. In the early to mid-1800s, the house was part of the Underground Railroad, a network for fugitive slaves seeking freedom.
Makes sense.
Slaves escaping the South were forced to hide under the house to avoid capture by authorities. Because of its dark history, Cara believes that the house might be haunted. And she says that while her family has lived there, they have had, quote, some ghostly activity through the years. So one day, Cara and her daughter are just relaxing around the house, and they start to hear a very strange sound coming from the basement.
So for the last 20 minutes, I've been sitting on my couch, and it's been dead silent, and all of a sudden I hear Santa, and I thought it was coming from outside, and it's not. And this is my basement.
What the hell does she have in her hand? They have a sensor.
Summer.
Tell me it's in the same box as Chucky right now.
Yeah, it's right there. What? Yeah, it's in there.
Right, but it hasn't been touched, and all of a sudden, after all of these months. And it's off.
Cara's daughter flips through a box, which ironically contains 2 old Chucky dolls, only to find that a Santa figurine has suddenly activated itself and is just talking away, even though the power switch is turned off. But there's something even weirder here that video viewers noticed after this clip was uploaded. Because, did you hear it?
Right, but it hasn't been touched, and all of a sudden, after all of these months. And it's off.
Just as the Santa doll is picked up and suddenly stops talking, it can be heard seeming to frantically yell,
That motherfucker said no, stop. Why the fuck did it say no, stop? Look. If they end up in court because of this Santa doll shit, and this Santa doll goes up and says to the judge, well, they bring him up on the stand, and the judge asks, on this teddy bear, where did this woman touch you? That would be funny. That would be fucking hilarious. I would love that. I would love to see that.
Stop!
It's like a TED moment.
So is Cara's basement
so
haunted?
weird.
Is the little Santa doll possessed by some wayward spirit? Or is it all just a very odd coincidence?
I definitely
You
say it's
decide.
fucking creepy. Holy shit.
Daddy Ghost. One morning, a woman named Cheyenne is taking care of her 2-year-old daughter when the little girl says something very strange.
Okay, who is it?
Daddy. Daddy's right there.
Is it your daddy?
No, it's your daddy.
Is where?
Yo, I've been through this type of shit.
Okay. Okay, show me.
See?
Oh,
Your daddy's missing you.
my daddy's missing me?
That's your dad.
Let's go get him. Where'd he go?
In you.
Okay, show me.
Her daughter seems to be referring to Cheyenne's dad, which is odd because not only has her daughter never met her granddad, but even Cheyenne herself was...
Because, long story short, my daughter had an experience like this with our grandmother. Well, her great-grandmother, my grandmother, who passed away way before her time back in 2013. And she even said, there's grandma right there, and that freaked us out a little bit. But we've had a few spooky things happen in the house. I'm not gonna lie. Even the wife has seen things, so... But we're not gonna get on topic of that yet.
Only just a toddler when her father passed away.
Aww.
So Cheyenne shows her daughter a picture, and the little girl confirms that it's the man she saw in the hallway of their house.
Yes? Yes, it looks like that.
Daddy. Daddy. Daddy.
Yeah? And Mabel, what does your ghost do?
No.
What did you say he gave you?
Heart.
A heart?
Daddy. Daddy.
Uh-huh.
Daddy.
Yeah.
2 days later, and it happens again.
Don't see me.
What sees you? The ghost? What are you talking about?
The fact that she just said, go see me. Yo, it's like, the thing with kids is they're so innocent, dude. So, like, their stuff.
Oh! The dryer scared me, and you already freaked me out.
Oh, my arm.
Cheyenne says that her daughter still occasionally talks to the entity that the little girl now refers to as, quote, Daddy Ghost. But Cheyenne says that some online comments have scared her a bit.
She calls him Daddy Ghost. She's only had an experience like that 2 or 3 times. It doesn't happen often, but when it does, I try to capture it on video. I also had a lot of comments saying that it wasn't like something nice. It was something mean. That freaked me out, so don't say that again. A lot of people were telling me don't communicate with it. I'm not. I'm scared. She is, and she doesn't understand. So, tell him, Mabel.
So is Cheyenne's daughter seeing...
Okay, the way I see it is this. If it hasn't done anything threatening to the kid, or to her, or to anybody in that family, then it's more likely like a guardian ghost, I guess you could say. Kind of like my grandmother is around here, where she watches over us and her great-grandkids and everything. And yeah, honestly, it's one of those things where it's like you kind of feel at ease with it. So it's not one of those where, you know, you shouldn't communicate with it. But if it happens, it happens, and accept it. That's how I've always been since I was a kid. So, yeah, let's keep on going.
The ghost of her granddad stopping by for a visit? What do you think?
Nah, he took a vacation from heaven. He's like, man, let me go see my family real quick before I come back, all right? I'm going to take like a 3-month vacation. How's that sound, God? That sound right? All right.
A grave situation. A young woman named Britt lives on a large horse ranch in the mountains. She says that lately, things around the ranch have gotten a little strange. Well, actually, they've gotten a lot strange. It all starts one day when Britt's dog Josie just completely freaks out.
So, I'm recording this just in the off chance that no one believes me. Maybe I can catch it. And by the way, I have a freaking cemetery in my front yard. I was just inside. I'm by myself with my dog.
What the fuck are they barking at? That's kind of giving me chicken skin, bro.
Room upstairs.
Holy shit.
You can really hear her barking. Josie? Josie? she's just been
barking at?
Staring at that, and then she started barking, and she growled.
I should have a separate camera.
And when she growled, I kind of like booked it.
That's weird.
I don't really know. Like, that's usually like her stance while she's waiting for me to come home, and I'm just like, is she waiting for someone to walk out of that closet? Like,
I gotta look behind me. I know my kids are still up, kind of. It's shocking. But it's the summer, so I can't get too mad.
This is usually how she looks when she's waiting for me to come in, and I'm just like,
Alright. I got y'all, didn't I? I'm pretty sure I did with that one.
Like, what? What is it? What is it?
The dog starts ferociously barking at the upstairs bedroom closet for absolutely no reason. But little Josie's strange behavior doesn't stop there. As Britt mentioned, she has a private cemetery in front of her house, where some of her family members and also several of their deceased pets are all buried together. Recently, the dog Josie has just started staring at the small graveyard.
Josie?
That is even creepier. Dude.
Josie,
dogs and cats are connected.
The horses on the ranch often just stare toward the small cemetery as well.
Animals are connected spiritually.
Well, that's not creepy.
Oh my god.
Seriously, what are you two looking at? What is it?
They're looking at the Uzi.
But now, weirdest of all, Britt says that lately the neighbors' cows have started to wander over to her property, and they also just weirdly stand around the small graveyard.
See, this is what I'm talking about. They literally
what
just
the fuck?
come and hang out here all the time now. It's a newer development.
Yeah, that right there is creepy as fuck.
They just kind of
I'm like sinking into my chair a little bit.
Really
trying to hide from this shit, dog.
Around this area. And they just kind of will freeze and...
Yo, what's on your head, bro?
So, yeah.
Yo, these sounds are making it even worse. I'm not gonna lie.
What's up?
10 times worse.
Britt is confused and a little creeped out by all of the animals' strange behavior. But things are about to take an even more terrifying turn. One night, Britt orders some food from Uber Eats. The driver is a bit disturbed by the gathered cows at the graveyard, but he completes his delivery. And then things just get weird.
What's up with the light?
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Sorry about that.
Sorry,
location is offsite. No here.
Oh, that's so interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. It's okay. No problem.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Have a good night.
Oh my god.
No,
You get a cow?
it's good. He's like, oh.
They're actually not mine. They wasn't showing up.
No.
No.
Oh.
They come hang out around here every night.
Is there something moving over there? Sorry, horses.
What would you do if this happened in your house?
You. Hi.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. See, this is what I'm talking about. Every
This shit's
freaking
fucking
night.
creepy,
Like even
dude.
at night, they even come and hang out here, and they just like
what the fuck?
They just like stand and like. Are you for real right now?
Why is the alarm in the house going off? Hi. The fuck? Yeah, I just missed that. That was my wife. What the fuck did she see?
Something sets off the alarm inside Britt's house, and as she carefully walks back inside, some unseen force seems to actually grab and pull her shirt. She drops her food in terror and runs back out. Britt says that she was too afraid to return to the house. She spent the rest of the night in the family RV that was parked outside.
Yo, I've had that shit happen to me before. It is
Nick and Ted from the YouTube channel The Hunting Public are out bow hunting on
Oh,
public
these
lands
guys.
in
I
the
like
remote
watching these
wilderness
guys.
of Missouri.
That's pretty cool.
Suddenly they hear something that
I
sends
think I've never
chills
seen this
down
video.
their spines. Now, let me say before I show you these clips, in accordance with YouTube guidelines, no one is shown being hurt in the following video. There's absolutely no evidence that any crime was committed in this video or that anyone was injured in any way. Alright, so, while Nick and Ted are hunting, they hear a gunshot, followed by some insane screaming. They immediately grab their camera and start recording. Now, Nick and Ted are in such a remote area of the Missouri woods that they have no cell service to call the authorities.
Creepy.
So, all they can do is listen.
Yo, that's fucked up.
Not good obscenities to someone else.
That is fucked
I've
up,
never
man.
witnessed anybody screaming like that.
That is really fucked up. That's a AR style rifle. Tell that magazine.
Something not good's going on.
I can't take my eyes off the screen.
Again, Nick tries to call someone to report the incident, but they still can't find a spot in the woods with cell service.
We ain't got any service in here, so can't call the police and tell them to go over there and see what the heck's going on, but sound like something off a dang horror movie over there. I mean, there's just like a guy that's absolutely losing his mind over there.
At this point, Nick and Ted are totally freaked out.
I would
They just
be
head
too.
back to their truck so that they can get out of there and call the police.
I've heard some stuff that I feel needs to be reported to the police department.
Fuck yeah, it is.
I was hunting, me and a buddy were hunting, and at about 6:45, we heard gunshots, which is not uncommon. But then for 30 minutes straight or so, there was lots of screaming and just people obscenities, and it sounded like something really bad was going on over there, and there was 20 or more gunshots ended up happening. I have pins dropped on a map about how far we were from where we think this was occurring. We didn't know what to do, and we had no service, so we're trying to report and see if anything had been reported about there.
Days later, Nick and Ted provide an update on what happened after their terrifying encounter in the woods.
So after that hunt, you can see we alerted proper authorities, and the days following that event, I had some contact with the state game warden, and they told me that they found nothing on this situation, and they went in there, and there was nothing to be found.
Even though Nick and Ted reported the disturbing incident and even provided GPS coordinates to local authorities, nothing was found at the site. There's absolutely no evidence that any kind of horrible event ever took place there.
You know, it freaked us out, and, you know, we really got unsettled by it, and we weren't scared that, you know, someone wasn't coming after us, but we had heard something that it could have been. You know, your mind goes to think about what could that be, and, you know, I immediately go to worst case scenario.
So did Nick and Ted just hear someone having a random temper tantrum or a breakdown? Was it just someone freaking out and maybe just shooting guns at a tree stump?
I at least fucking hope so.
Or was it something much more disturbing? You decide. For the full-length version of this video, be sure to check out the channel, The Hunting Public.
Check out their videos, guys. They're
Shadow
cool
of a Doubt. Now, I've covered the strange and creepy story of a woman named Rosanna in one of my previous videos. Rosanna lives in France in an apartment that she claims is intensely haunted by some mysterious dark entity. One night while she is home alone, she starts to hear strange sounds coming from her children's playroom. What she catches on camera is truly chilling.
Holy shit. What the fuck? Nope. The worst happens. Where the fuck did that thing come from? Yo.
Toys in the playroom begin to move on their own, and as Rosanna goes to investigate, she notices something very strange. Did you see it? In the window reflection, the large shadowy figure of a man seems to be standing right behind her.
What the fuck?
But when she spins around, there's no one there. Rosanna sees the strange shadow behind her again in the reflection, but then the figure just disappears. Rosanna claims that this dark spirit has haunted her apartment for months, but she just can't afford to move out right now. So is Rosanna being haunted by some evil entity?
Bitch, get an exorcist. I'm telling you right now, just get an exorcist. We're done. Sage, everything. Holy water, the whole entire thing. Put it in a new paint job with holy water in it or some type of dumb shit. I don't fucking know. Get that thing out of there. So help me.
Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. A guide to the other side. A young woman named Diana posted a very disturbing video to Instagram. In the video, Diana and her brother are watching as the police arrive at a trailer at the edge of their property. The police are showing up for a wellness check after the sad, lonely man who rents the trailer has not been seen for weeks. It turns out that the man had unfortunately passed away inside the trailer. This is the footage.
Right there.
Mirror.
Skip that.
A woman who goes by the online name Pixie Paranormal 1 is a psychic.
Yeah, we're gonna skip that, but pretty much, if you guys haven't seen the last video that I did of it, they actually had that video in it. I don't think it was by Nuke, so can't remember who it was by now. But that video, it was pretty creepy because there's a little girl. It turns out that the little girl was actually the dude that died in that camper's daughter. Or kid, I should say. And then he passed away recently. So it was very deep, I would say, the way it went. But let's go ahead and get to the last one.
Medium and paranormal investigator who has had quite a few strange experiences. Some that could be supernatural.
What is this noise? What is this noise?
And she has also experienced some scary incidents that are just a bit too real.
When the sun goes down.
Got a load of kids running around in here. Can you hear them all?
That's a big ass dog.
That's a girl crying. Can you hear that, guys? Hang on. Turn the lights off for a minute, people. Turn these lights off. Turn these lights off. Hang on a minute, guys. We've got to turn these lights off. Turn the lights off. Turn that light off. Turn it off. I don't mind hunting ghosts, but it's the humans that worry me. Human beings freak me out.
But recently, Pixie Paranormal 1 had a very chilling experience right in her own home. She heard cracking sounds coming from her mirror, so she grabbed her phone and began to film. What happens next is truly bizarre.
Go here.
Look at my mirror. My mirror's cracking by itself.
What's happening? Wait, stop.
Harry, my mirror is cracking by itself.
It's cracked by itself. Why is it cracking by itself?
Dude.
No fucking idea.
There's too big.
Yeah, it's really fucking weird.
Alright, let's just carry on with it. Right, follow me.
Stay there, don't go near it.
This way. I know. Mum, I know. There's a naughty mirror. Wait.
Okay.
Why is the mirror cracking?
I don't know.
I know.
Naughty spirit.
The woman's mirror begins to break and crack all on its own right before her eyes. Even weirder, what looks like a strange misshapen face seems to appear in the slowly shattering mirror. So did one of the ghosts from Pixie's Paranormal Investigations follow her home? Or just what do you think?
That's the reason I haven't done any type of paranormal investigations with any of my friends, even though they have asked me to multiple times, is because I don't want anything following me home. I got kids and I got a wife. I do not want any of that following me home. I already got enough spooky, weird shit going on since I live close to the mountains anyways of Virginia. And that the woods are literally right on that side of the fucking thing and on that side too. And there's already too much freaky shit. So no. Not gonna do it. Never.
Is happening here. Scary videos. And now again, we end this video with clips that might seem a bit spooky at first, but Case in point, some Dutch urbex explorers are checking out an abandoned old building, and they find something absolutely terrifying.
I don't know what they should say.
There's all the more.
There was a motherfucker right there. Run.
Now, honestly, squatters in an abandoned house are much more dangerous than ghosts.
The fact that the
Also,
dude is actually
did you
just
notice
standing
that
there?
this guy's friend has on the same jacket as the squatter guy? Truly bizarre.
that's
And
funny.
next up, a woman is chilled
That
to
is
her
pretty
core
funny.
as she wakes up to strange activity. Some unseen force seems to open and close the drawers in her bedroom.
Bro, close my fucking drawers. I can't tell if that's the shadow of the drawers or somebody actually behind the drawers. That's what I fucking
But
thought.
then it's just her cat stuck inside her wardrobe chest. Look, there's his little head peeking out.
That's awesome.
And finally, Pedro sees a very strange shadow of what seems to be a person who is just not there.
Bro, where's that dude sitting? That makes sense.
And then Pedro realizes that he just has weirdly designed
Remember,
chairs.
guys, shadows are illusions too.
Anyway, thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, please. If
Hey, just like Nuke's
you
just
want to
said right
be
there.
awesome. And hopefully, I'll see you back here next time.
Alright, guys. That is the end of the video. Just like Nuke's just said, like, comment, and subscribe for more. This is your boy Squidzy. And as always, deuces.